Yo, what's going on with y'all, man? We're back at it with another video, and today we're gonna be going through my settings to help you guys get better in just 5 minutes. First of all, you're gonna want to come to settings, and you're gonna want to go to graphics, and you're gonna want to come to quality. So when you come here, this is gonna be the same for everyone, whether you're on PC or console. The display is gonna be a little bit different because I have a lot more control of things because I'm on PC. But what you're gonna want to do is come all the way down here, and you want to turn your depth of field off. This is gonna make it to where, if you look right here with your depth of field on, it like blurs everything around you. When you're aiming in, the only thing that's really clear is right there in your iron sights, right? And everything around here is all blurry. But if you turn depth of field off, everything is still gonna be, pretty crisp. And you're definitely gonna want to turn off world motion blur. You can see right here the difference. And this is just like, when you're looking around, everything's going to be a lot more crisp the whole time. You're not going to be blurry. And same thing with weapon motion blur. You're going to want to turn that off too. And then film grain, you're going to want to go all the way to 0. You don't really want a lot of film grain. It just gives you a look of the game. Next, you want to come to your field of view. So your field of view can really vary anywhere from, 110 to 120, whatever feels more comfortable. I personally keep mine on 110 just because, the further you zoom out, the smaller your target's actually going to be. So I feel like 110 gives me a good field of view while also keeping my target big enough to be accurate. Next, we're going to go to controller settings. So on controller settings, your controller vibration, you're definitely going to want to turn this off. Your controller shaking can definitely affect your aim in a sense. It's just can make it harder to control your aim. Next, your trigger effect, you definitely want that off. If you use your triggers to shoot, this is going to make it a lot harder to pull your trigger, and it's going to take a little bit more time. And with the TTK of this game, it can definitely affect you losing or winning some gunfights. So for my sensitivity here, I keep mine on 10. I know a lot of people use it on 8. It varies a lot of the time. The only reason I keep it on 10 is because I feel like 8 is way too slow for me. I actually used to play on Insane 20, just a little while ago, but I figured, why not try a lower sensitivity? I was on 15 for a while, and then I dropped to 12, and then I'm down to 10 now. So I just feel like it makes everything a lot smoother. I can center a lot better, and my accuracy, even that, is a lot better too. So aim down sight behavior is definitely gonna want to be hold. Automatic sprint off. Equipment behavior hold. And then we're gonna want to come to advanced. So for your aim assist, this is actually really important. This is for controller. You have default, precision, focusing, or black ops. So from what I've heard, default and black ops are the two best ones, but I personally run default. It just makes my aim a lot more sticky and helps me be a lot more accurate. Your aim response curve type, definitely from my personal experience and what I've heard all the pros and everyone say, dynamic is the way to go. This, I don't even mess with any of this right here. And now my dead zone. So when you come here, if you're looking at your left stick dead zone, this is going to affect how much you have to move your stick for it to actually pick up the input, right? So I have mine for my left stick almost all the way down, and for my right stick's only on 0.6, just enough to where I don't have any stick drift, but my controller is still a lot more fluid. And then left and right stick max, always just all the way. That's just what I personally keep it at. Left trigger, right trigger, it's just at this. Gyro, this stuff doesn't really matter right here. But right here for your movement, so you want your grounded mantle off, automatic airborne, all these mantles, you want them to be turned off, and you want to invert your slide and dive behavior, right? So it's going to make it to where instead of holding the dive, you just tap, and instead of tapping the slide, you hold. Plunging underwater, you definitely want to go with plunge freely. This just makes it to where you don't have to hold a certain button to dive underwater. You can just look down, and that's where you're going to go. Sprinting door bash, I have mine on, but that's just personal. You guys can either have this on or off, but just keep in mind that if you turn this off, you will not run through doors. So you're gonna have to figure out another way to get through doors quickly. Just get used to that. All right, and then we're gonna want to come to your controls. All right, so when you're in your controls, I personally play on tactical flipped. I don't use scuffs on my controller, so I actually do play claw, which is where you bring your pointer finger down. Your pointer finger is what clicks all your buttons, so you can jump while you're keeping your thumb on your analog stick, and it just makes it a lot easier to, control if you can always have your thumb here, and while you're jumping, you can still be looking around. So I play on tactical flipped, which means this just inverts my crouch from circle to my stick, and my melee, it just flips that, and it also flips my triggers and my bumpers. It makes it more comfortable to hold your controller in claw. And personally, I feel it's quicker to click my bumpers, so I feel like I can get, that first shot off in a gunfight a lot quicker than someone else. So yeah, tactical flipped if you play claw. Before I started playing claw, I just played on normal tactical, but tactical is definitely the way to go. It gives you a lot more control of your controller and your character. And yeah, next you're gonna want to come to audio. So for my audio mix, I actually play on headphone bass boost. This actually makes it to where footsteps are louder. So footsteps have a very low sound. They sound like thuds, a lot of the time. So if you have bass boosted, it's actually gonna boost those sound effects. So you're gonna be able to hear footsteps a lot better, and it's just gonna give you awareness of where people are coming from. And yeah, so those were some tips that could help you get better at the game and just 5 minutes and give you, a clear advantage just by adjusting some things in your settings that can help you, have an advantage, whether it's getting to shoot the first bullet in a gunfight or just being able to be more aware of your surroundings and seeing a lot more than other people can. So that's going to wrap it up. I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. If these tips did help you improve, or you just enjoyed the video in general, please be sure to leave a like. Let's aim for a like goal at let's go for 5 likes today. If you guys do want to see more content, please be sure to subscribe. It is greatly appreciated. And without further ado, I hope you have a great day or night, whatever time of day you guys are watching this video, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
Yeah.